You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, General Hospital fans. It is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got something special for you today. We have got your GH promo for Monday, June 19th, 2023. We're going to talk about everything that you see in the promo and then how it ties back to the official spoilers for Monday. There's some super exciting stuff happening. This promo had 7 huge scenes for front burner storylines. All right, let's jump in. We're going to talk about the first scene. It is Austin Gatlin-Holt talking to Ava Jerome, and he says it might be time for a new nanny. They are talking in his office at the hospital. Interesting. Hey, if you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers and casting news, everything you need to know about your ABC soap opera. All right, the second scene of this promo is Portia Robinson talking to her brother, Zeke Robinson, and she says, how could you possibly know how Curtis is behaving? The third scene is Trina Robinson talking to her bio dad, Curtis Ashford, and Curtis says boring progress is still progress. Then our fourth scene is Brook Kerr. BLQ says, you need to step up. The fifth scene is Ned Quartermaine, who says, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. The sixth scene is Laura Spencer saying, is this your medical advice? And the seventh scene is Nina Reeves talking to Sonny Corinthos saying, once you know, there's no going back. All right, let's give you some quick context for this, because a lot of times it isn't even something jumping off the last episode, Friday's episode. Sometimes it's stuff from several episodes back, and then we have more context in the greater spoilers for the week. So Austin talking to Ava, it sounds like she needs to look for a new nanny. I mean, does that mean that there's a problem because the nanny that she and Sonny are using now is going to be a problem for her trying to spy on Sonny for his creepy cousin Mason? I don't know. That one's interesting. Portia talking to Zeke is particularly interesting when she says, how could you possibly know how Curtis is behaving? What Zeke referred to there is Jordan telling him before they knew who each other were, when they were just kind of a, one night stand thing. She mentioned to him that she had kissed her ex, and then he went back to his wife, and then she walked out on him. So once Zeke found out that Jordan was Curtis's ex, he immediately knew that's who she was talking about, and that Curtis had kissed her while estranged from his sister. And I almost think that Jordan, frankly, told him in a way hoping that he would tell Portia, because she said something like, I know you're always going to be honest with your sister, but you shouldn't say anything because it could mess up their reconciliation. But I think she actually wanted him to say something, and it sounds like he might have to explain himself after he makes a comment about how Curtis is behaving. All right, Trina and Curtis, this is at the tail end of his birthday party, and he's talking about boring progress is still progress. Basically, they're discussing getting closer as biological father and daughter who've not known each other for her entire life, except for the past couple of years, and definitely not in the father-daughter capacity. And he says, I feel like we're getting closer, we're making progress. And she's like, oh, this is boring. But he's reassuring her. He's really happy about this. And of course, Taggart is devastated about this. And the stuff with Brook Kerr saying you need to step up, there is no telling who she's yelling at. And I do wonder if this is about Tracy, because she's extremely frustrated with her grandmother for pressuring her about deception. All right, then Ned, when he says, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, this is the big twist that is so interesting. He knew what year it was. He knew what city he's in. But he thinks he's Eddie Maine. If you are a newer General Hospital watcher, you may not know who Eddie Maine is. Eddie Maine is his rock star alter ego that was back, was that in late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s? It was back when Lois Cirillo was on there, who of course is Brooklyn's mother. And it's interesting that he has woken up in the mindset that he is his former rock star persona, Eddie Maine. So I wonder, does that mean he's not going to remember anything about Nina? And if he's shown the video, maybe he'll think she was some eager groupie. So it looks like Nina might have a couple more days before the awful truth comes out, at least as long as Ned's brain stays confuzzled. So the Laura thing about, is this your medical advice? That is actually, we know from the official General Hospital spoilers, that is her talking to Dr. Austin Gatlin-Holt. So it'd be very curious what he's saying to her, because she wants to pack up and leave Chechnya. She's made arrangements for people to keep an eye on Esme and Spencer and baby Ace, but it looks like she's getting a word or two in her ear from Dr. Gatlin-Holt. All right, and then Nina talking to Sonny, saying, once you know, there's no going back. She realizes time is running out, and she had gotten the advice from Ava, just tell him and take the brunt of the anger, and then hopefully it'll be over and he'll forgive you and you can start your life together. But you can't have your life with this hanging over your head, because eventually it'll come out, and the longer it takes to come out, the madder Sonny will be. So Nina is going to try super hard to come clean to him, but she's not. She's not. We know she's not. So every day deeper into this lie, we know how unforgiving Sonny can be. All right, let us know in the comments below what you're most excited to see on Monday. I am all for seeing more of Ned as Eddie Maine, because Eddie Maine was sure so much fun way back in the day when he was a rock star who was the alter ego of, Ned's corporate guy. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our General Hospital spoilers, casting news, and other updates. But I'm super excited about Monday. I'm excited that GH has done this Ned twist, and I'm excited to see more of Austin and Ava together, and I'm especially interested to see if Zeke tells Portia that Curtis kissed Jordan, because even though that's not an equivalency, they were estranged, but still there was no sign that he was going to canoodle with his ex. But at the same time, Portia is on the bubble for having lied to him for 20 some odd years. So even though what he did by kissing his ex and what she did by lying about the baby are not equivalent, they're both big deals. And I don't know how mad Portia can really let herself be unless she wants to try and be mad at Jordan. We'll have to see. Let us know what you think in the comments.
It might be time for a new nanny.
How could you possibly know how Curtis is behaving?
Boring progress is still progress.
You need to step up.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Is this your medical advice? Once you know, there's no going back.